Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all the core gamers out there. CAJman777 here, welcoming you to episode 10 of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Last time, we fought Alpha Blog, died once to Alpha Blog, but ultimately defeated Alpha Blog in what was probably one of the closest boss fights you will ever see in this series. And we picked up the gravity booster, so now we can move underwater with it. Oh yeah! This time, we're actually going to be hunting down the Grapple Guardian himself to pick ourselves up Grapple Beam once more. But before we get into that, I want to give a quick shout out to all of our donators over there on Patreon. Jazzy Floof, ValentineBlaze, MickeyPhorGens, MaddiLeigh, and Kitty Cat for their continued support to the channel. So I'm going to pop this crystal here first. And then we're going to move on. We're going to pick you up, and we're going to go do things. We need to go do things. Things are important. We cannot access that yet. So the first thing you're going to want to do, obviously, from the save station that we were just at, obviously activate this bomb slot. This is going to rotate the room. I think that's self-explanatory. The boss is also very close here. Compared to us now, we are very close to the Grapple Guardian boss. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to go through this tunnel. Blow this up. Try and get as much energy or whatever you need as you can through here, because they're putting all these things here so you can get items. And also, right here you've got a, dark venom weed. Pretty easy to deal with venom weeds. All you got to do is shoot at the ground. And once this load trigger activates, I'm going to keep shooting at the ground so they don't do that thing. Once this load trigger activates, we're going to be thrown right into the arena with the Grapple Guardian. Yeah, he has a weird tongue. But anyways, Grapple Guardian. He is another Dark Grenchler-based Guardian, essentially an Alpha Grenchler. Morphology, Grapple Guardian, Grapple Beam, Power, Darkling. Well-armored target utilizes Grapple Beam to ensnare enemies' weak spots detected, back, shell, and eye. Uses special attack when angered. So, Grapple Guardian, he's a very interesting boss. For the first half of his fight, his tail is not broken, and he keeps his goddamn eye on you the whole time. What you're going to want to do, break his eye, and then have him use the Grapple Beam to get stuck to that pillar. Once he gets stuck to the pillar, you can lock onto the Grapple Guardian, shoot him in the butt a couple times. I'm completely in the wrong spot, actually. I don't know why I couldn't hit him there. And then he will attempt to charge you. The trick with Grapple Guardian, though, is you want to try and get behind him as much as you can, because even though he leaves his eye on you half the time, you can get behind him and do some pretty quick damage. You don't want to get hit with this Grapple Beam, or else you will get pulled right into the Grapple Guardian when he does use the Grapple Beam. However, it's pretty easy. He's actually a lot easier than the Alpha Blog and Boost Guardian combined, because if you stick to Light Beam, shoot him in the eye with Light Beam, and then sneak around him, you can get a lot of eye damage down on Grapple Guardian very quickly. It's pretty easy, actually, to get behind him, but the tricky part about Guardian is that he keeps his eye on you all the time. So always try and stay mobile during this fight, and try and get behind him as fast as possible to fire some quick Light Beam charge damage at him. You do that, and Grapple Guardian goes down very, very easily. Unfortunately, if you don't do that, then, you're going to get schooled by the Grapple Guardian, and no one wants to be schooled by the Grapple Guardian. Although, if you keep rotating around him, you can bring him down to a fourth of his health relatively easy. And if you scan him again, Grapple Guardian injured Grapple Power Darkling. Target will use Grapple Energy to protect itself, damage its eye to disrupt the ability. So, pretty much the last quarter of his health is actually really, really easy. He will come over to you and possibly charge, but he will start throwing a lot of Grapple Beam-based attacks at you. These pillars will not save you in the center anymore. The Grapple Guardian will go right through it. However, if you damage the Grapple Guardian's eye enough, once again, he'll just kind of struggle to aim at you. You shoot him in the eye, you get around him, and you just go bang. All right, so it's a pretty easy fight, but obviously, we're going to get an upgrade that's just so key to movement after this fight. So having this is always very, very useful. Got to try and get him in the eye as much as possible here. This is the last quarter of his health bar is also probably the toughest, because he does not want to, he doesn't want to take the damage you're dealing to him. all the time. You definitely have to strafe behind him more times than any other boss in the game. So he is definitely a trickier boss because he keeps his eye on you. But obviously, with just the free areas you can stand in and just constantly being able to grapple, to dodge around him all the time, he's not really that challenging. And all the while, you have a free health zone in this area. So technically, by the end of this fight, if you take no damage, you could still have full health, which is really cool. If you do get hit with his grapple beam, though, I do want to warn you that it will pull you toward him. And he will then immediately go for a bite attack. So please be aware of that. You can use Dark Beam to damage him as well. Hit his eye. It doesn't do a lot, but it's enough. Of course, don't make contact with the Grapple Guardian, of course, when he's got this... The grapple energy around him, because you're not gonna do anything. Gotta get around him, and he's dead. Just like that. Just like that, Grapple Guardian is defeated. He's dropped. He's gone. Where's the rest of the health pickups? Oh, I got them all. Okay. Anyways, let's pick ourselves up once again. The Grapple Beam. Oh, yes. So we had two really annoying bosses in a row. After this point, Grapple Guardian, it all goes downhill from here. It's a very easy boss at this point. Boss doesn't even become a threat at this point. And also, don't step on the toxic gas like I did, because that was silly of me. Also, these rooms on the outside area of the Grapple Guardian's arena do get locked. I believe you can break them with power bombs, though. Let me check. It should say Denzium. Yes, okay, so you can indeed break them with power bombs. It's very, very cool. But anyways, it's going to reveal a grapple point up here for us, which we can now scan. And we now have 60% of all lookbook scans, fun fact. And we can jump up, press the L trigger to activate once again, just like Metroid Prime 1. And we can swing, and here we go, out of Dark Torva's Bog, finding the last temple key, moving on our way toward the next temple boss. But, obviously, we gotta hunt down that next key first, which means... we have to do a lot of Dark Torvus exploring, because there's a lot of areas in Dark Torvus that we obviously couldn't reach without Grapple Beam. That's always kind of important, too. Like, if you can't have Grapple Beam, that's always a big problem. But we don't even need anything else to kind of get through this room anymore, because the best part about it is we can go back down through that. We actually can't go back down through that portal, I don't think. We have to go around and out through a few more portals. However... we can go through this light beam door. If we go to the light world, we can check the map, and I want to make sure... I want to go to the catacombs. So when I go back, I'm going to want to go all the way around back to here. With good reason, of course. So, with Grapple Guardian down, we do have to go do that now. So we do have to go over to, once again, this light beam door, which we can now do because of Grapple Beam. No longer have to wait anywhere. We can just kind of move around and do some really cool stuff. So I'm going to take a decent amount of damage into Dark Aether here just for a little bit until I get to where we're going. But other than that, we should be pretty much good to go. And yeah, we're almost out of here. Just got one more temple key to find. Load trigger, please. Thank you. So with this temple key, we now have a portal we can now use. And actually, we could, if we really wanted to, get out of here right away, because we actually don't have anything else we can do down here at the moment. We do have stuff up top, though, here in Torvus that we can do with this super missile door. And there's a lot of stuff we can actually do with the super missile door, because that will lead us actually to the final key, which will be, which we need to do, obviously, because, you know, final key for Temple allows us to fight Temple Guardian, and you get the point. Anyways, let's get back into the light world here. Would not mind getting some light ammo, though, before I go. That's always kind of... Can I hit that, please? Thank you. Nice and light ammo. A little bit of health. And here we go. Back into the light world. It is going to take a little while to load. But, of course, it's going to bring us underwater with the blogs again. But, as we know, we have Gravity Booster. That is no longer a threat to us. Which means, if we really wanted to, we could go all the way around this room, which we do need to do. It would appear, because this was not the room I was thinking it was. And we can go all the way around, go do what we need to do, go get what we need to get. And I believe pick up a missile expansion that's just kind of waiting for us. All the while, we have to make our way back to the surface of Torvus. Now, unfortunately for us, there isn't actually a lot of items down here we can currently get. We need power bombs coming back for a lot of them down here. We also will have to come back to the underwater dark section a bit later in the game, just not yet. We don't have to. It's a bit too early for us to come back here. But once we get out of the underwater section for Torvus, we won't actually have to come back to it for a little while. Now they're gonna get some they're gonna give us some bloglings in here, but you know what? Because we have Gravity Booster, and we're gonna come back here. They're now going to be Dark Blogs. Darkling possessed aquatic predator. Bloglings turned into Dark Blogs. They are much more aggressive, do much more damage. Don't fight them. Run. Seriously, run. Don't actually fight them. There's no point to fight them. Because you can get out of here, like, really fast. So don't actually fight them. Now, this bomb slot wasn't active before. If you double bomb jump up to here, this is going to activate something very, very useful. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start to bomb hop in the air. This can be a bit tricky if you don't know how to do it, but the key is to bomb hop at the right time. And as you can see, that energy tank sitting right there is indeed for us. And that is the reason I decided to also come back this way. I'm doing really bad at the double bomb jumps today, especially underwater. There we go. Get that one. And that's going to push this current down, but push this current up. That allows us to... That was bad, because I was not under it. And it's going to push this current up. And I believe this current actually is on a timer. So we do need to be relatively quick about this, or else we'll have to do it all... Yeah. So the current's on a timer, or we'll have to do it all over again. 1, 2, 3. So I got probably about 3 attempts maybe at it. It's not a lot, you may think, but it's just enough. I keep timing that bomb press early. I need to put it here. Okay, that was still a bit too early. There. There. Got it. Okay. That's going to drop us out. We need to get under this platform and go 1. No. 1. 2. Got it. There we go. I had to be focused on my timing for that one. But we now have another energy tank, which means now we have 500 health. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's enough health. Trust me, it's plenty. It's plenty of health for us to use. But there's also a lot of items in Torvus Bog that we can now pick up that we have the grapple beam. Henceforth, that platform over there is now open. Pretty much, if I recall correctly. That platform on the other side of this room should be open. Dark World. Okay. Because there was a platform on the other side of this room, I thought. I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. Because on the other side of the door is the Annihilator Beam. Well, that's okay, though. Because, you know, we have Gravity Suit. And not Gravity Suit, we have Gravity Booster, so we can kind of do what we need to do to get out of here. And, was that a Grenchler? Was that that was a Grenchler, wasn't it? That was just a mean placement for a Grenchler. That is a Grenchler. Okay, we're just going to leave him alone and say bye. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye, Grenchler. Woohoo. We're going to head back out, and we're going to go back up top. I did want to roll that way, though, for that energy tank. Very important that you do pick up that energy tank after you pick up the gravity booster. You will not be able to get that energy tank actually without gravity booster as well. Because obviously, bomb jumping underwater does not give you the same height. unless you have the gravity booster. That's why there was a spinner located on the ground instead. So, because we have gravity booster, we can just kind of whoop and fly all the way back up to the top and not care. And along with that, actually just allows us to go access this elevator right away, which is kind of nice. So we're going to be picking up, maybe, well, we might be picking up a few items here and there. I know there's a couple items I can pick up now that I have the grapple beam. Specifically, I know one of them is right over here in the Path of Roots, and there's another one in the Ruined Alcove that we can also get. So let's go pick those up, and then we'll work our way back toward the Dark Portal. So what our plan is, we're going to pull back here. We're going to go around this way. And then we're going to jump in this Dark Portal and go do some stuff. You guys ready? Good. So let's begin. So now that we're back on the surface of Torvus, we never have to go below again until later game, which is great. So now I'm just actually, this is just a matter of time before we pick up all the items, starting with, obviously, the Path of Roots, which has a missile tank, and the Ruined Alcove, which also has a missile tank. Also, at the beginning of Torvus Bog, at the very beginning of Torvus Bog, right here, the Torvus Lagoon, which we will still have to pass through, actually, there is another missile tank. So we're going to be picking up 3 missile tanks in a matter of moments, which is going to be very nice, as long as I get my Path of Roots down. So we're going to go all the way door on the left. Or door on the left. Yes, door on the right, because I know my lefts from rights perfectly. We're going to go this way. And also, you know, you got the chances of fighting those Dark Commandos again, and they show up, and they're just dicks. So, like, fight them. Like, don't be afraid to fight these guys, because they lock all the doors when they do appear, which really stinks. And there's more than 3 this time. I know one of them's going to appear on the bridge. See? See, I knew it. I knew he was going to appear on the bridge. You got to be really quick with these guys. These guys aren't, like, these guys don't joke around. Like, when you burn them, you can see where he moves. So he's gonna spawn right there, and he knows that I saw him. So he's going to now fly. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. I straight up killed him. And the other one still thinks he can take me. So, you know, he ran. Good. Because I needed the ammo for my light beam, which I did get. So let's head into the Path of Roots here, which has a piece of lore that I did not scan, apparently. I don't remember scanning this. Dark Age, the Ing attack. The day came when space was torn asunder, revealing dimensional rifts to a dark place. Horrible dark swarms streaked forth from these rifts, engulfing nearby creatures and transforming them into what we come to call Darklings. The dark creatures became our enemies, and peace came to an end on Aether. Right, so Path of Roots, grapple beam, let's just go get this missile tank. Whoop. Done. Missile. 1 missile expansion acquired. This next one involves me going through the dark beam door and getting... Let's shoot a bunch of these hidlings, actually. Get some armor, maybe gear. There are some Grenchlers here. I'm going to ignore the Grenchlers because missile tank. You know, missile tanks are good. They're good to get. We're just going to whoop, fly up, grab another missile tank. That's 2 missile tanks in 2 rooms. Pretty good if you tell me. We now have 105 missiles. Going to have 110 missiles by the time we get out of here, actually. Which will be very nice. Missiles are key to this game later on. Ow, ow, ow. That was a Grenchler. That was 2 Grenchlers. Oh boy. We're leaving. Goodbye. Dark beam, rolling beam. There we go. Boop. Activate go in here. Oh, there's a Grenchler in here too. I forgot they added Grenchlers in here too. Well, I'm just going to strafe around you while you do that thing. Can you, like, yeah, stay, yeah, there you go, stay, no, dude, you're in a corner, see, the problem is, when you go into the corner, and then I can't do anything about it, and you're just gonna try and bite me, I'm just gonna blow up your butt, and I start shooting you in the butt, shoot him in the butt, shoot all the Grenchlers in the butt, shoot him just a few times in the butt. You can kind of kill these guys with super missiles, but, honestly, they're a waste of missiles. So I'm going to save them. Besides, we're going to be needing missiles for the fight coming up. Anyway. I thought there was a missile in here. I was wrong. That's okay, though. There is another missile we can get, though. I'm going to actually go through the dark portal here. This room right here, the portal chamber has a missile tank in it. In order for us to get to this portal chamber, though, we need to access this dark world portal right here. So what I'm going to do is, because as you remember, there was a gate blocking that access there. I'm going to jump up onto this bridge. And we're going to move our way through. Go into this dark portal, which will be sitting right over here for us. I should be able to make this jump and then jump over the dark portal. There we go. Gonna pop in the dark portal, get out my power beam because I'm gonna need to shoot a super missile at a door immediately to my right. Yeah, literally immediately to my right, there's a missile door. Also here, I think there's an entrance. No, maybe not. So, coming back in here, obviously in Dark Torvus, Dark Pirate Troopers can appear at will. In Dark Torvus. Only in Dark Torvus, though, nowhere else. I'm just gonna blow that up and then fire a super missile at this door. And let's walk on through and see what we can get coming up here. I know for a fact in here there is something really cool. These are really neat. These are called lift vine crystals. As soon as you shoot them with a light beam, they lift up and they create a nice little energy shield. It's very, very cool. The Brooding Ground. Abandoned worksite. Someone remind me to get that missile because there's a missile in the abandoned worksite that I probably could have gotten, which is okay. I might pick it up before the end of this episode or the beginning of the next episode. We'll see, but I don't need to. I can ignore these things. Ouch. Does a lot of damage, but that's okay. We're gonna roll over here now. And in the venomous pond, there's the last Dark Temple key right there. I'm going to shoot this because I know there's an Ing Hunter in here. And I'm also going to shoot this. And I'm going to shoot that because bring on the Ing Hunter. Where are you, Ing Hunter? There you are. We're also going to come over here. Shoot this, shoot this, shoot this with light beam ammo. And, you know, that guy's over there. We're just going to fire a missile at this door. I believe this is actually a save station. It is. That's probably going to be where we save our game at the end. But there is one more thing we do need to do first, and it's called annoy the heck out of this Ing Hunter. Before I do that, though, we want to go over here. This is the this is the temple access. Don't think we want to go there quite yet. But we know it exists now. We don't think we want to go there quite yet, though. That's okay. Dark Beam door, on the other hand, I do want to go into. Because this is going to lead me right to here where I can pick up this missile in the portal chamber. And in order to pick up this missile, there's something that is really neat here about this room. You may think this room is the exact same and it looks the exact same. You would be wrong. Because if you come over here, you're going to double jump up onto this platform. You're going to double jump. Well, you're just going to single jump up to this platform. Roll down here. Take this elevator, pop out. Let's just shoot a couple of these because I'm going to need some health. Get some energy, fire another light beam shot, and as you know, there was a missile tank on the other side of this portal. You guys saw it earlier, and now we're going to have 110 missiles. Could have 115 going into the next Temple Guardian boss fight, but we will pick this up right now. Pick up a missile expansion, and then go back into Dark Aether. Now, before I forget that, you know, we're in Dark Aether, I am going to not pick up that last key until the very end of the episode. We now know where it is. But we have one more missile tank left to pick up in Torvus. Now, to be fair, we could have more energy tanks coming into this next boss fight. Oh, we most certainly could have a ton of more energy tanks coming to this next boss fight. Do we need them, though? No. In fact, we do not. And there's another Ing Hunter, which I really hope just burns. And over there's a secret missile door and the poison bug. I believe there's a missile, actually, we can get in this room, too. He touched it. Oh, can I... Oop, 5 targets, thank you. Open this door up. Pick up a beam ammo expansion. So now we can carry 150 of both beam, which we already have, which is very nice. I'm going to need... I wouldn't say a massive amount of light beam, but I definitely need some more light beam for sure. Obviously, we have to come back and access some of these other doors later, but for right now, where we're going and at the rate we're picking up items, we're doing very, very well, actually, for this episode and the rate of picking up items. Obviously, again, I could have 6 or 7 energy tanks at this point, but I have not decided to pick those up yet until we beat the next boss, because after we essentially attain Spider Ball in this game, because Spider Ball, yes, is in this game, after we attain that, it's going to be a big, big thing. So what I'm actually going to do first is, because I missed this... oh, okay, can I get up there? Okay. Because I missed a quick missile tank, I'm actually going to take one last trip into the light world, and we're going to come back into the dark world, pick up this last, you know, the last thing that we need. There we go. And we're then, after that, oh, it's all smooth sailing from there, my friend. I can't make this jump, can I? No, I cannot. I can double jump up there, though. So let's hit this, hit this, hit this. Don't, no Dark Pirate Troopers. I swear to God, if I get a Dark Pirate Trooper spawn, I'm going to be a little upset. Nah, I didn't make it. That's fine. I'll just get some light beam ammo while I have time. There you go. Nice and light beam. Got a little more light beam ammo. We're not necessarily going to need the dark beam, except... Actually, that's not true. The next boss actually has, like, the Temple Guardian. Not even the next boss, because the next boss we're going to fight is the Temple Guardian. It's an awesome Temple Guardian. It's one of the best Temple Guardians in the game. If not the best Temple Guardian. Some people think it is the best Temple Guardian. I think it's the second best. There are some really good Guardians in this game. Please, no more Dark Pirates. Okay, I got lucky. Dark Pirates can indeed spawn in that room. That's a room you don't want them spawning in. Abandoned Worksite. There is one missile tank we need to get here. And you can see it right there. So, because we have Grapple Beam now, I don't think we can... Can we do it here? Or is it on the... It's on the other side. Oh. Okay. Because we have Grapple Beam, I have to go first off through this stupid puzzle again. Well, I'm now over here. Really hate these things. Okay, that thing just needs to go. Oh, there you are. You need to go. 2 missiles, 3 missiles. Goodbye. Okay, now I don't have to fight that thing again. Nah, whoops. I forget. I have a tendency to forget that you can boost ball off that. Because it's just like, oh, it's like Metroid Prime 3 where it locks you in place. No, it's not. You can fall off it. And it's not fun. But, anyways, we're going to roll back through here. Now we're going to use Grapple Beam. Jump up. Jump up twice and back 1 step, I guess. Pick up another missile expansion for us. And now... it is time to head to the next Dark Temple. So back to the Dark Portal we go to pick up one last Dark Temple key and then go fight the Dark Temple boss themselves. We should be relatively good on energy for the next boss. The next boss is actually not that strong in terms of damage output. It's speed that boss excels in. There's another boss that excels in speed a lot more much later, and you probably know what I'm talking about. I've already mentioned what the power-up you get from it is. And no, it's not the Boost Guardian, but you'll see. You'll see when we get to it. So anyways, we need to go back toward this door here. Need to go jump across to here. I always like want to jump across all the way, but I don't jump across all the way, so we go here instead. Load trigger, there you go. I'm just gonna activate the lift crystal. We're gonna try not to touch the Preed, which we did not do. Surprisingly, that was awesome. And we're gonna fly through here, jump one time, hit this, and we're gonna go all the way to go get the Dark Temple key, and then we're gonna save right there, right next to the Dark Temple, which is perfect if you ask me. So let's go grapple it across, pick up the final Dark Temple key for Torvus Bog. All Dark Torvus Temple keys have been found. Use them at the temple to gain entry. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be episode 10 of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. So, I hope you all enjoyed. And in the next episode, we are going to be fighting the Temple Guardian of Torvus Bog. So until then, this is CAJman777 signing off. Stay safe, everybody.